Hello and welcome to Nerds on Cocktails. I'm Bat.
I'm Hammer.
We're from the Sprecken Geek podcast. Today we're going to be drinking the Batman cocktail from everydaydrinkers.com. For this drink you're going to need some spiced rum, some vanilla vodka, some coffee liqueur, and some root beer. I'm not looking forward to this. I'm not a big coffee liqueur fan.
That's the only thing out of this that he's going blood to.
Yeah, it's going to be in my Batman cup, so obviously that'll hopefully help, and I've got root beer for a chaser. So we've got the web mistress who's going to be making us some lovely drinks here.
Yes. Yes. I don't know if you can see her at all, but she's there with us in spirit and in person.
She actually does exist.
Alright, so as you can see, she magically appeared. That's what she does.
Yes.
Editing was not involved in this.
So how do we go about making this, web mistress?
First, I'm going to throw some ice in your Batman cup.
Sweet.
Yes.
A little bit of ice in that. Now, it was an ounce, which we don't have ounces, so we're going to go by parts. So we'll do 2 parts rum.
She's notorious for making
rum.
things very, very strong, by the way.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's completely safe.
Oh, this is going to be
This is pretty bad. It might be good. It actually smells good, but I like this. I like the smell of nondescript spiced rum.
So it was 1 ounce, which we're just going to make a whole
and
thing.
I do apologize for being a Raiders fan. It's, as you can tell, most of the print is gone because the Raiders are fucking horrible. I don't know why I'm a Raiders fan.
You're not a... I thought you're like a Cardinals fan. I don't know shit about sports. I don't even know why I know I'm trying.
Half an ounce of vanilla vodka.
I've been trying to get rid of that shit forever.
And then, since it pops out...
Oh, that's why I couldn't scroll. Okay.
He's very bad at screwing.
He hasn't even been drinking yet. We haven't tried this yet.
No, I had a beer.
Well, that doesn't... Oh, God. That, oh.
Big and black and incredibly black.
Oh, that looks so gross.
Half an ounce of the coffee liqueur.
Actually, not that bad.
And then you're supposed to top it off with
a shit ton of root beer? Please do a shit ton of root beer.
No, you can put a shit ton of root beer for yours.
We'll go ahead and top it off with a shit ton of root beer for that.
Alright, so this is the Batman cocktail.
Exactly. She poured me a little less, I guess. I don't know what happened to it all.
I'll drink to that for the first time ever.
So, okay. I got to the chocolatey center. It was not chocolatey. So, so speaking of so bad,
I cannot recommend the Batman cocktail.
I don't know about you, but I'm actually a little tipsy. But speaking of bad,
it is rather strong. I will give it that. It is rather strong. I'm not pretty, but I'm getting attractive.
I'm full on going Fabio at this point. Oh my God.
Wow.
Let's go with bad Batman movies. I want to go throw it off the rails on what we did. What was your most hated Batman movie?
Hello? Batman and Robin, easily.
Okay, now remind me, which one is Batman and Robin so I can kind of get it out?
That's the ice skating with Mr. Freeze, Gerald, and George Clooney, and Poison Ivy, and Kinda Bane.
Yeah, Kinda Bane was in there too, I agree.
Yes.
Okay, so that's what I was going to call it Batman Forever, but obviously I'm wrong.
No,
it is Batman and Robin.
Was okay. That was the one with Riddler. Jim Carrey was Riddler.
I actually like Jim Carrey as Riddler. I didn't like the whole movie, obviously, but I actually thought he did a decent job.
He was okay. It wasn't the worst. Obviously, once you go back and watch Batman and Robin, you realize, Jesus, this is the worst thing I've ever seen.
Then Batman nipples.
Yeah, Bat codpiece. So
speaking of let's go the opposite then. We're going to the trilogy, what we're talking about before,
right.
But we're talking about the Bale trilogy. I'm a little
trilogy.
Can we call this the Bat-Tusi? Yeah, that'd be awesome, the Bat-Tusi. But I think it'd have to be a little more dancey and festive. Maybe with, like, pineapple. He's gonna drink again. I'm so proud. This whole video was about making him drink more of this.
So bad.
What was your top moment of
my
Batman?
My top moment easily was Bane breaking Batman's back. It was
from Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, okay. and he didn't break his back, but he broke his back. And it was something that I've gone back. We recently went back and watched the fight, probably 2 or 3 days ago. And it's so powerful the way that he's just going after Bane with all of his anger and aggression, and Bane is just, his hits are bouncing off of him, and he just is toying with Batman the entire time, and just the way he picks up Batman, and he he finally crushes him. He's the one guy who actually took down Batman. It was just a great moment. I love that fight in that movie. That it's just so brutal.
I have to admit, I loved hearing the fact that Bane was in the book and Batman was in the book, and in the movie, and I was like, holy shit, someone's back's going to get broken. And seeing that as...
Yeah, I knew somebody's back was going to get broken.
You just didn't know it was going to be Batman.
Well, I mean, you knew it was going to be Batman, but the fact that they actually did it, you wondered how are they going to break his back? He's going to be gone for years, so they didn't break his back. He just had some misplaced vertebrae.
Yeah, a little dislocated.
But it was a nice twist, and you had the Nightfall scene where he's picking him up and just...
It was pretty awesome. Because you're not going to ask me, I'm going to go ahead and speak in for it. But I would say, I'm sorry, I'm a little Batusied. But no, I would say my favorite
Really
would have to be back from Begins. But it was just that whole, it was the ice scene. It was just seeing any of the growth scenes. Like, it was the montage. Everyone loves the montage. And seeing the whole montage, basically, a very elongated one of him with Liam Neeson, speaking of elongated, basically battling out on the ice and everything like that. It was brilliant. Like I said, I even with like my friends, we were up in like my friend's cabin in Flagstaff, and there was a lake bed of ice, and we got on it and started playing with sticks and reiterated that scene until I actually fell on the ice.
Bravo.
And yeah, it was brilliant. Hey, art is pain. Art is pain.
So if you rank the three of the Nolan trilogy, obviously, what's your order? Favorite to least?
Simple thing is going to be 1, 2, and 3. It's going to be in order of that.
Really?
Yeah. I want to do Begins, Dark Knight, and then Dark Knight Rises. What about you?
I'm actually going to do Dark Knight Rises, and Begins.
I'm really surprised about that as well. I didn't think you'd put Begins so low.
Begins, I think, is okay. It's definitely not my favorite of the Batman movies. It's not one of my favorite Nolan movies. I feel it's kind of there to lay the groundwork.
Yeah.
Which it does fine. But compared to Dark Knight Rises, it just doesn't hold a candle to me.
I'm glad we can agree to disagree on that, but I'd say I'm right, and you're right, and he's not going to be drinking more of this drink. As we said, with the Bale series, I think we both kind of give it a thumbs up.
Oh, I absolutely love the trilogy. I can't wait to see what Batfleck does. I, for one, believe in Batfleck. I think he can do a great job.
I'm willing to give him a shot. I think that's the stupidest thing, just to dismiss it before it happens. And give it a shot.
To dismiss it because he did Daredevil 14 years ago.
Yeah, it's stupid, because imagine what you did 14 years ago.
Everybody makes bad movies.
Remember what you masturbated to?
Yeah. You thought Tila Tequila was hot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. As for what you think is hot, obviously you don't think this drink is hot.
No. I am not a fan of the Batman cocktail. I can't recommend it unless you're a big coffee liqueur fan or coffee in general. Steer clear and go with the root beer.
I'm telling you, rework it a bit, but it's not bad. Again, tastes like a root beer popsicle.
There you go. That's the opinions of the Batman cocktail from the Sprecken Geek podcast. So let us know what you think. Give it a try at home. Put something down in the comments. Hopefully the comments are down here.
Yes. No, they redo the whole format. It's all there.
We'll know until we edit it. So here we go. Let us know in the comments of what's the next drink that you would like us to mix and
the next topic
you would like to hear us discuss. So for the Sprecken Geek podcast, I am Bat.
And I'm Hammer.
Embrace your geek.
Have a great week.